Hi everyone, welcome to Medicine for the Soul. I'm Sarah and this is part 3 of gentle core strengthening. Let's get started. Welcome to part 3. We'll begin seated on our mats. We're just going to take a moment to transition into our practice today. So let's close our eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. Roll our shoulders back and down, engaging our abdominals slightly to elongate our spine. Crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling, sitting nice and tall. And just take some conscious breaths in and out through your nose, leaving behind whatever you just came from and becoming present on your mat here in this moment. One more breath. And after your last exhale, you can flutter your eyes open. We're going to begin on our backs today. So gently lower down. And let's begin by giving our knees a nice hug in towards our chest, maybe rocking side to side if that feels good. And bring your hands to your knees and bring your knees around in little circles. Warming up our lower back. And switch direction. And release and bring your feet flat on your mat, keeping your knees bent. We're going to come into our pelvic tilt. So if keeping your hands on your hips is helpful to you, I encourage you to do that. So we'll relax here in a neutral spine. Remember to relax your shoulders, opening up your chest. Inhale. Exhale, we're drawing those hips together in our mind, tilting our pelvis back towards our chest. And inhale, neutral spine. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, maybe imagining drawing your rib cage to your opposite hip, engaging those muscles. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And relax. You can bring your hands back down to your mat. We're going to come into a couple bridges here. So let's make sure our hips are in line, or our heels are in line with our sits bones. Feet are flat on the mat. So we'll inhale and exhale. Lift up into a bridge. Inhale at the top and exhale. Gently roll down 1 vertebrae at a time if you can. Working on that spinal mobility. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, relax your shoulders as you come up. Inhale at the top and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, push down through your feet and lift up. Inhale and exhale, coming down. All right, and give your knees a nice squeeze again. We're going to roll over onto our side. Doesn't matter which side. Make sure your shoulder is over your elbow. And you can keep your bottom leg bent. We're going to do some leg lifts here. So you can place your top hand on your mat for support. You can place it on your hip for some stability. The goal here is to keep stable through our core as we lift up. So let's inhale here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come back down. Still keeping our leg elevated, our foot elevated, and exhale, lifting back up. Trying to remain as still as possible. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2, and now bring your leg back down so it's in line with your hip, so slightly elevated, and we're going to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stack your knees. Push yourself up and reach over to the opposite side for a nice counter stretch. We're going to switch sides. Again, keeping your bottom leg bent if that's comfortable for you, and keeping our rib cage lifted. So we're not relaxing. We're staying lifted, engaging our core, trying to remain as still as possible. Point your toes. Inhale here and exhale, lift. Inhale and exhale. Hand can be on your hip or on your mat for some more stability. And exhale, lift. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, trying to remain as still as possible. And 3, and bring your leg back down in line with your hip for some pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forgot my numbers. And again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stack your knees on top of each other and reach to the opposite side for a counter stretch. We're going to come into a cat-cow. So let's come onto all fours, shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Belly button is being zipped in towards your spine. So nice and strong through your core. We're filling that space between our shoulder blades instead of sinking in. So we're pushing the mat away from us. And let's inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, gaze forward. Exhale, arch the back, tuck the tailbone, gaze towards your belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And now coming back to a neutral spine, let's extend our left leg back, resting on our toes, keeping that core nice and strong, that belly button zipped in towards our spine. Reach your right arm forward. We're still filling that space between our shoulder blades. If you'd like, lift your left leg off the mat, pointing your toes. We're going to come into some swiveling here. So we're going to inhale, right arm out to the right, left leg out to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. 1. 2. 3, and back to the mat. Switching sides, extend your right leg back, reach your left arm forward, and lift your right leg off the mat, toes pointed. Inhale, out. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Great stability challenge here. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. This is my shaky side. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale back to the mat. I kind of cheated on that last one. Let's bring our knees out wide, feet closer together. Push your seat back. Coming into a child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat. Reach for the top of your mat. Nice deep breaths here. Filling your lungs, expanding your ribs. And lift your forehead off of the mat. Come back into all fours. Going to extend the left leg back and lift up and over, bringing your toes over to the right side. And gaze back at your left foot over your right shoulder. Nice side body stretch here. One more breath here. And bring your left knee back to the mat. Switching sides, extend your right leg back and lift up and over to the left side and gaze at your right foot over your left shoulder. One more breath here. And right knee back to the mat. Let's inhale, tuck our toes. Exhale, push up and back into downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet out here if that feels good. Take some nice deep breaths here. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, look forward, step forward into a forward fold. You can keep your knees soft, let your arms dangle. You can do opposite hand to opposite elbow. Shake your head out. And inhale, slowly rise up into Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shake it out, whatever you need to do here. Let's check our alignment before we begin. So feet are about sit bone distance apart, shoulders back and down. Our core is engaged, rib cage is closed, crown of the head reaching for the ceiling. We're going to inhale, arms out in front, coming into chair pose. Exhale, push your seat back. Look down, make sure you can still see your toes, and breathe here. In and out through the nose. One more breath here. On the exhale, come back up to Tadasana. Inhale, arms out in front. Exhale, chair pose. One more breath here. Exhale. We're going to come up and shift our weight onto our right foot. Extend your left leg back. You can keep your toes on the mat. We're coming into a very modified warrior 3. So you can stay right here and reach your arms out like this, or you can come into a full warrior 3, or you can just lift your foot slightly off the mat, whatever's working for you today. Shoulders are away from your ears. Engaging those abdominals. Another great stability practice here. And breathe. Your right leg is straight but not locked. You can have a micro bend in your knee. One more inhale here. Exhale, left foot to the mat, coming back into chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Same thing, different side. I'm all stuck here with my mic. Inhale, arms up, out in front. Exhale into chair pose and breathe here. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Make sure you can still see your toes. One more breath here. And exhale back into Tadasana. Again, inhale, arms out in front. Exhale into chair. Inhale. Exhale, coming up, shifting your weight onto your left foot. Bringing your right leg back, coming into whatever modification of Warrior 3 that works for you today. And breathing. Shoulders down and away from your ears, abdominals engaged. One more breath here. And exhale, right foot to the mat, coming back into chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Step back and lower down. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog for 2 breaths. 1. 2, inhale, look forward. Wave forward into a plank. Exhale, lower down. We're going to stay here for Sphinx. Legs are extended behind you. Shoelace side of your feet on the mat, toes pointed. Pelvis pressing slightly into the mat. Shoulders away from your ears. Crown of the head lifted towards the ceiling. And breathe. One more breath here. After your exhale, you can bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your forehead to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, you can push yourself up and back into a child's pose. Couple deep breaths here. And lift your forehead off of the mat. Walk your hands over to the left. And bring your forehead to the mat. And lift your forehead off the mat again. Walk your hands to the right for a left side body stretch. And lift your forehead off the mat again. Walk your hands back to center and walk them back until you're in an upright position again. Tuck your toes behind you and sit back on your heels. We're going to take a moment in toes pose. Let's close our eyes hands on your thighs, or you can bring them to heart center, shoulders back and down. This can be a little bit of an uncomfortable pose, but our toes need love too, our feet need stretching too. Take one more deep breath here. And you can open your eyes, come forward onto your hands, tap your feet out, tap your toes out, and come into a comfortable seated position. Get grounded for a second. Roll your shoulders back and down. Let's inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, left hand to your right knee, right hand comes behind you, gaze out over your right shoulder. And on your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale, arms up, look up. Then exhale, right hand to your left knee, left hand comes behind you, gaze out over your left shoulder. And on your next exhale, gently coming back to center, we're going to move on to our backs. Lower down and give your knees a nice hug. Maybe rocking side to side again. Keeping your knees bent, shine the soles of your feet towards the ceiling, coming into happy baby. Grab the outside of your feet, or you can grab your shins or ankles, and maybe rocking side to side here as well. One more breath here. And release. For our final resting pose, for our Shavasana, you can extend your legs down the mat. You can also keep your knees bent with your feet flat on your mat for a more constructive rest pose. Whatever is working for you today, whatever feels better on your back. Arms can come down by your sides in a low V, palms facing up. You can have one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Again, whatever is working for you today, whatever feels good. Let's close our eyes, allow our shoulders to relax, our chest to fall open. Relax your forehead, relax your jaw. Take some deep breaths in and out through the nose. Thank your body for showing up for you today. Congratulate yourself for taking time for your self-care today. Let's take one more breath together, in through the nose and out through the mouth before we take a moment of meditation. Inhale and exhale. Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath, wiggling your fingers and toes. Coming onto your side, keep your eyes closed. Take a deep inhale here and use your exhale to push yourself up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a nice deep breath here. And bring your thumbs to your third eye. The light in me recognizes the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for part 3, and I hope to see you in part 4.